Welcome, dear Pollypocketdreamers! Today is our 250 subscribers special. And since I haven't been sharing too much personal information yet, but we know each other a bit better, I would say it is time for a draw my life, play my life kind of thing, so you all know who this girl is who's making all the Polly Pocket videos. My life begins in Germany, Bavaria, where I am born somewhere at the end of the 20th century in the winter. My name is Jasmin, my nickname is Yassi, and some people call me Jasmine, but that's not my real name. I've got a little sister who begins with a D, and 2 little brothers, so I'm the oldest of 4 kids. Directly at the beginning of my life, my family and I flew to Oman, where we lived with the Sultan. That sounds like a fairy tale. But soon we moved back, as in Arabic countries there wasn't so much stability. Now we lived with my grandma, and directly at the beginning of my life I got to know my very best friend who starts with an N. We spent a lot of our childhood together, for example going to Arabic lessons in the mosque and playing together. I'm very thankful for her to be in my life. Then my parents owned a little shop at the frontier between the Netherlands and Germany, which was called the Butterfly. But yeah, there you can see a very creepy guy who used to stalk my sister and me, so we had to go inside a little room every time he came. Wow, that was so creepy. We went to a school in the Netherlands too, whose education concept included the Dalton concept, and in 2004 we bought a little farm in a little village. So we moved again. I remember one morning waking up and there was a cat with a bloody tail. Someone just, dumped at our farm. So we gave her to the veterinarian to take care of her. And the other day, there was a second cat with a not broken tail this time. And yeah, it just seemed like we had to take care of cats. So my big love for cats developed in that time. And her name was Cleopatra. Then we really enjoyed to go to the school in the Netherlands. It was such a great school. My sister and I really loved it. There were so many activities to do. You could craft with glitter. I love glitter, by the way. And we also had like a pool in the summer. With every season you had different festivals. Then there was a theater show every week, which was called Weeksluiting. And you could play theater, you could sing, and I used to skip some classes just to read with the older ones. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. And also at that age, I got my first Polly, and I grew up with the Pollies of my mother. When we used to go to flea markets, I asked my mom to look for the really tiny ones, not for the big new ones. But the driving was really tiring because we traveled between Germany and the Netherlands. And as my sister got very dizzy from all the driving, we had to change school, so we had to go to the German school in our home village. I remember being really sad to leave my friends behind, but I thought, okay, maybe the German school is also a nice school. So when I went there, I realized that there were already many groups of friends that had already formed during the years, because I just came mid-time and interrupted all the group structure, so it was really hard to find friends for me. But fortunately, in that time, we also got to know another very good friend of us, whose name starts with an M, and we became really good friends. We had so much fun together on our farm. We called each other 003, and we were a spying agency, and we were detectives, and I just love it. We used to spy on our neighbors, and we had really crazy conspiracy theories. For example, there was this one neighbor with a greenhouse, and we said he was stealing drugs in this tent. I know. Just crazy ideas, but we loved it. Winter, for example, people gathered their Christmas trees on one big place and they wanted to burn it as an Easter fire. And my sister, my friend, and we used to climb these trees and make a competition out of it, who could climb the highest and the fastest. And it was really spiky and hurt, but when we got to the top, we made a picnic. I loved it so much. Now it is the year 2008. Our very best friend, Anne, emigrated to Malaysia, and we were all very sad that she left us behind. Also around that time, elementary school ended and I had to go to the secondary school, which I was really nervous about because I didn't make too many positive experiences in Germany yet. But yeah, I tried my best. So when I arrived there, I had to realize that they all already knew each other from elementary school, and I was the only kid from this hometown a bit far away who didn't know anyone, and it was so hard for me again to find a group of friends, which I just didn't because I'm socially awkward. It was really hard for me in that time, and I used to play alone or just be alone in the break. Not only was school not a very stable place, but also my dad, who's actually an agriculture engineer, did millions of projects. He owned a mosaic company, he pimped up caravans and campers and sold them, he had a horse breeding farm, he also drove a forklift, he was a forklift driver, and he also was a sales manager. He just did everything, and I never really experienced consistency or stability. And the marriage suffered under this condition. Okay, now this is a very important date in my life. On this day, I wanted to sit in the bed of the camper while we were driving to the Netherlands, and my mom just didn't let me. And on this day, boom! We had a car accident. Okay, nobody got really damaged, but when we got off to the tank station where I wanted to go to the toilet, and I came out, my parents were gone. I was left there, and they were just like driving back home. The owner of the tank station gave me something to drink and was really nice to me, but I just couldn't understand how my parents could forget me. They just didn't notice till my mom turned around and she was like, where is Yasmin? And then everyone was just freaking out. But eventually we got reunified at the end of the day. But this was really a shock for me. Okay, so meanwhile at school I was changing the class because I wasn't happy in my class. But I also came to the conclusion that I just didn't seem to fit in. I was a really weird, strange person, and the groups had already bounded and formed, so it was really hard for me to get in, and I didn't really feel comfortable again. One of the examples for weird things I've done is collecting everything. I'm collecting nearly everything. Like, people are throwing things away, and I was always like, no, don't throw this pencil tip away, I can make an art project out of this. And I just kept collecting, crafting stuff and rubbish, and I still do. But I got this from my dad, who once made a bargain and bought 40 tons of stones and dumped them all over our little nice farm, which wasn't nice ever after. In 2012, I started collecting Polly Pockets again and brought them with me to school, but they weren't really accepted because they just didn't seem to fit with my age. So I bought more Pollys and more Pollys and more Pollys, and I love Pollys so much, but then the cartons were standing all over my place, all over the room, and after a time I decided to sell them. I sold them all at once. It is the year 2012. Did you see that plane there? My best friend Anne came back from the immigration. I was very happy to see her back. Another big hobby of mine is gardening. My dad once gave me 30 square meters of garden, but with his dumped stones, and I tidied this up, put hard effort in it, and then my dad took it away and made a place for the poo-poo of the horses out of this. And ever since, I just freak out when plans get cancelled, I always have to be prepared, and when I go somewhere, I carry a rucksack with very different, strange things. I always carried Pampers for my brothers, stones because I like stones, screwdrivers just in case, toothpaste and toothbrushes because, yeah, you always can need toothbrush, right? And crafting things for when you need them. Yeah, I'm a weird kid. And I also always carried an encyclopedia with me that showed all the additives. And I was really interested in nutrition and diet, so when my teacher, for example, came back from holiday with treats from America, I was interested in the packaging and was passionate about reading what the other kids would eat. I'm scared of dogs, of giant insects like dragonflies, bees or wasps that come to you like zzz, and the dark. I'm scared of popping balloons, poop, poop, fireworks, and drunk people, because these are all unpredictable situations, and I'm scared that a drunk person comes to me like, no, really. It's so scary to me. It's the year 2016. I decided to start a YouTube channel because I wanted to share the beauty of Polly Pockets with the whole world. And I also started collecting Polly Pockets again. This time I stored them in a good order and enjoyed making videos so much. So at one point we hit the 100 subscribers. And today we hit the 250 subscribers, which I'm so thankful for. Thank you so much, Pollypocketdreamers, for supporting me the whole time. Okay, so in this year, 2016, my parents got divorced. All the years had done a lot of damage to the marriage, so it was the right time to just break up. And here you can see my whole family moving in to this, transport truck, and the whole family went away to another city. We moved away, and my dad stayed at the farm, which is a bit sad. No, it is really sad, but yeah, it was time to break up, so we were moving to another house. A very beautiful house, which I like a lot. And my sister changed school because she had some other school years to go, but because this was my very last school year, I didn't want to change school again. So I just stayed and go with the train 3.5 hours each day because I want to stay with all the nice people I discovered during the last few years. I like and love them all very much, and I just don't want to go. But prom is coming soon, so if you want to support our prom, then please like this picture on Facebook. I will leave a link down below. So I'm just a girl singing all day long Disney songs at the cost of the sitting neighbors next to me. And if you want to find me, you just have to follow the glitter line on the ground, because I'm always full of glitter and spreading glitter all around from a leaking glitter bottle in my bag. But yeah, I just love it. I've got glitter in my face, on my hands, and just everywhere. I'm walking around Polly Pocket Dreaming all day long with my head in the clouds. I'm looking forward to our future together and also to becoming the best version of myself. Let's have a look at the giveaway of today. I've got 3 different Pollys to give away. Number 1 is the Keep Me Fit one. Number 2 is Polly's Pony Club. And number 3 is Stable on the Go. If you want to enter the giveaway, you only have to leave a nice comment down below, and I'm going to automatically enter you into the lottery. In 1 week, I'm going to answer the 3 winner comments on YouTube, so make sure you can publicly give me your Instagram name or your email address so we can discuss all the details when you should win this giveaway. And never forget, keep Polly Pocket Dreaming your Polly Pocket Dreams.